Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Dakota Hoyle here, and welcome to another video on the online TV production teaching playlist. Just want to say thanks, everybody, for reaching out and asking how I've been doing. It's been interesting. I'll have to post like a bloopers video of me trying to work from home. If it's not the animals interrupting me, it's my own daughter who's at home with doing kindergarten stuff, jumping in front of my camera, or it's just been a unique just a unique time, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. If you haven't already, please make sure to do the check-in week 330 to 4-3 to just make sure that I get you for attendance. And the most important thing is, making sure I know if you have a device that can record video and stuff like that. Thank you for those of you that have been posting long answers, giving me a heads up on certain things, asking how I'm doing, so on and so forth. Hopefully you guys are doing well also. A couple of things. This video we're going to be talking about is, once we get past the intro, is going to be talking about a couple of different software programs that you guys can use at home that allow you to edit video. I've still been looking for one that's cloud-based on Chromebooks. I haven't really found one. Some of you guys will talk about after the intro stuff that you're using on your tablets and phones that you've offered as suggestions. So without further ado, I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Okay, I'm going to be honest, this video is not scripted, so I'm just kind of going off of what pops in my head. First off, thank you for whoever it was that mentioned that, I guess, Bixby on the Samsung devices allow for movie editing, kind of like iMovie. For those of you that had questions about if we're doing Photoshop Illustrator lessons, right now, no. It depends on if we get back in our actual classroom, right? I'm not going to ask for parents or anybody like that to have to pay the subscription fees for the Adobe platform. So we're not going to be doing any Photoshop or Illustrator lessons. Just take a look into Google Classrooms, and under the topic section, you'll see posts each week on what we're doing. What I'm looking at, since a lot of you guys, most of the 102 responses said that you guys want to film at home, whether that be on a cell phone or a tablet or a camera, it doesn't matter, right? As long as you guys can upload a video into the assignment, that's perfectly fine, and I'm okay with that. I want to let you guys know. So what we're looking at, I'm thinking about kicking around the idea of, for assignments where you have two options, we'll do like a video demonstration on a Monday on how to do like a certain technique or something like that, and then by Friday you either can A, take the Google form quiz, or B, you can create your own video content replica and get graded that way. So it's two different options, because I know some of you guys really want to edit and film, and that's perfectly fine. And some of you guys don't have the technology, and that's okay too. So I'm going to probably give you guys two different options on how we can do that. So first off, let's just do a run through of the different programs that I suggest. I'll be honest, out of the three that we're going to be talking about today, two of them are technically free, and I've actually used two out of the three. The third one is, I've just heard amazing reviews on it, and I wanted to throw it in there. And by the way, just these the three that we talk about, doesn't mean that that's the only three you can use. There's 85 billion different editing software. I mean, you learn one nonlinear editing system, you pretty much know them all. They all kind of work the same way. So first off, Adobe Creative Cloud is what we use in our classroom. That's what most of you guys are used to using. The downside is that you guys have to pay a monthly subscription for it. Here's the deal. Students and teachers, you only have to pay $20 a month instead of the $52 like normal. So just keep that in mind. You do get a bunch of different access. You get access to all the apps. You get 100 gigabytes of cloud storage, Adobe Portfolio, fonts, Adobe Spark, and a whole bunch of different details. The cool thing is, if you do subscribe, when you come into my classroom, you can log into your Adobe account and you can download the type kits. You can actually create your own shortcuts and everything on the keyboard, and those profiles download with you. And if you upload your work into the cloud, you can work on it at home and stuff like that instead of using Google Drive. So that's one option. It's one of the most expensive ones. I use personally at home Adobe, and it's just because, well, I use Adobe for the most part just because I'm used to using it. There's also another program that we talk a little bit about later that I also use. It's a lot like Adobe Premiere Pro, but it also includes a lot of stuff from Adobe After Effects, which Adobe After Effects we haven't really officially messed with, but that's like creating special effects, CGI, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So this one is $19 a month, and then after the first year, I think it goes up to like 20 something. So just keep that in mind. That's under Students and Teachers Creative Cloud pricing plans. I'm going to post the link in the YouTube description for you guys to click on if you want to. The next one is called DaVinci Resolve 16. I'll be honest, I haven't used it before. However, if you guys notice from the logos and stuff like that that you're seeing, Blackmagic Design is the equipment that we have in our TV studio for the ATEM controller and the studio cameras that we use. Great company. They are definitely making waves in the industry with the way they're everything's working together. As you can see here, this is actually a version of a TD studio with the professional HyperDeck and a whole bunch of other stuff. So anyways, there's a video that you can watch in this link for DaVinci Resolve. If you look at the photos, the software looks a lot like Premiere Pro, and that's just native to any nonlinear editing system. iMovie works the same way. It's just it's kind of like an industry standard. Like, it's not going to be 100% the same as, Premiere Pro or HitFilm Express or anything like that, but they all kind of work the same and it won't take you that long. DaVinci Resolve 16 is another free one. You can purchase, let me scroll down, sorry guys. You can purchase it and you'll get more features, which is fine. The cool thing is, though, it's a one-time fee, so $2.99. And what that means is after the $2.99, you keep the software, which is another thing that I don't like about Adobe Creative Cloud. Adobe Creative Cloud is you pay your subscription fee, great, you have their software. You stop paying, you can't use their software anymore, and I don't like that. It's a subscription-based fee. Benefits of that is you get updates as long as you keep paying the subscription. So for some of you guys that remember the classroom, the way the district purchases the licenses is different, so we're still stuck on 2018 for Photoshop and Premiere Pro, but at home, for example, some of you guys and myself included, we're using Adobe Premiere Pro 2020. So, and there's a lot of different features and stuff like that that you guys don't have access to in the classroom, so just keep that in mind. $2.99 is the Studio 16 Pro version. It comes with a bunch of different stuff. DaVinci Resolve is highly recommended by a lot of the professionals. It's a good software, but you can also get it for free. Next is HitFilm Express. This is the software that I use a lot of the time also on top of Premiere Pro. The thing I like about HitFilm Express is, first off, it combines a lot of Premiere Pro and After Effects into one program. And it's really starting to create its own kind of niche market where there's people out there like kids, myself, students, professionals that we want to create our own amateur content on YouTube and stuff like that. We don't like the subscription-based fees. We want it all in one section of a program, and that's kind of what HitFilm falls into. So you have HitFilm Express. It is free. It's perfect for beginners, film students, gamers, YouTube, pretty much anybody without a budget, which is most of us now. The cool thing about it is if you notice, you can change the colors. It looks a lot like Premiere Pro does with the setup. You get a lot of features in the basic, and you can independently or individually purchase sections of the advanced program. However, if you want to go to Premiere, the Pro version of it, let me find the Pro version of it. Oh, if you haven't noticed, they are offering 30% off of store-wide, so the prices will be a little bit different. The Pro version of the video software. So HitFilm Pro right now, you can actually buy for $244, and normally it's $299. The cool thing is you get 12 months of updates and technical support for free. You can download this and run this separately on 3 different computers simultaneously. You get the updates for 12 months, and then after that, you keep the program. So whatever your last update was, that's the version you end with. They also offer bundles for like their equivalent of Photoshop and stuff like that. I'll be honest, I haven't messed with it. I was thinking about purchasing them a while back. They all work together kind of like the Adobe suite does, except for their stuff. HitFilm Pro is awesome. It combines, like I said, Premiere Pro and After Effects into one thing. But the best part about HitFilm is their free tutorials. If you go to FX Home, their YouTube, you literally have thousands of hours worth of content. Hey, you want to create particle simulator to create laser beams. You want to CGI yourself into a futuristic background. It shows you how to do this step by step. You want to create a Star Wars short film. It shows you how to do that. They go in and they actually recreate cheaper versions of real movies, and they take you step by step on how to create. You want to make a scene from Harry Potter? There are scenes on how to do that. Stranger Things, you can do it. And it's just an amazing software. You want to look like you're jumping out of the back of a C-130 doing a halo drop through storm clouds. They show you how to do that. It's just, I mean, I'm still scrolling through, as you guys can tell. There it is, how to make someone fly. And it's just crazy, ridiculously awesome content. These YouTube videos are all free. They use the Pro version, if I remember correctly, when they're editing, so you might not get a lot of the features that they have. But for $244, you get the equivalent of Premiere Pro and After Effects in one program. Just know that it's more geared towards non-professionals in the industry, so it is going to be more user-friendly. It's not going to be as intensive as Premiere Pro or After Effects, so it's going to be limited in what you can do. I'll be honest though, one of my former middle school students told me about HitFilm Pro about 3-4 years ago, and they are constantly making updates. Even 3-4 years ago when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's a little limited. And I came back this year to it, and I'm like, wow, they have done a ridiculous amount of updates. This is definitely a program that's making waves in the industry on a lot of the TV production boards that I'm on for teachers and stuff like that. HitFilm Pro is definitely making its name known. There's a lot of professionals out there that their team Adobe or their team, the Apple product. So they're like, when like a new company like this comes in here, they're like, no, it's not going to work correctly, blah, blah, blah. It's not the real thing. You're not a real videographer, blah, blah. Like, my opinion, listen, at the end of the day, can it edit your film for you? Can it give you the tools you need to create cool content? If that's a yes, then do it. Then go for it. I mean, I'd rather spend $244 for a life, to get the software for life than, having to spend $29 a month for software that, yeah, it's a lot better, like in some aspects. But if I stop paying on it, I lose the software. So 1 year of the Adobe suite is roughly the same price as a lifetime for HitFilm Pro. So just keep that in mind, and you get free updates for the year. Let's see. That's pretty much about it. Somebody mentioned, like I said, Bixby for Samsung edits. The Apple Store or Google Play Store has tons of software, guys. Whatever you're comfortable using, that's perfectly fine. The only thing that I ask for is uploading the video as an MP4 file. So just make sure when you're converting, it's for MP4. We're looking at doing that. One of my ideas is if we can actually start creating content, I think it would be kind of cool if we start blogging, like, hey, what's it like for you being in, quarantine, or what's going on at home? And then like, maybe if you have, like, give me permission, we can post that on the school's YouTube channel. And it's just one way for us to keep in contact and just let each other know that we're not alone out there and stuff like that. Without further ado, though, I think that's pretty much it for this video. We aren't going to have any other lesson this week. I might post a couple of updates as I get questions and emails and stuff like that. It's just easier because I know we're all asking the same question. Before I do go, though, I apologize about the situation with the YouTube being blocked. Hopefully we fix that. If it hasn't, just shoot me another email. It had to deal with the way the district monitors the Chromebook, so hopefully that's taken care of for you guys. Google quiz, make sure you're turning it in. Make sure you're checking in. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to have to start reaching out to some of you guys that haven't posted anything at all. And it's not just going to be me. It's going to be all your teachers are going to be sending you guys messages on a remind if you haven't done anything in the classroom. So just check in, let us know that you're alive and trying to do the work and stuff like that, so we don't have to bombard you guys with a bunch of remind messages. So that all being said, guys, stay in touch, keep up the good job working and all that stuff. I like hearing from you guys. So without further ado, see you later.